Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Mark Ashby of grillmarkco, and today I'm gonna be cooking a blue smoked coleslaw. On the Akorn outside already, I have a picnic roast that's been going on since about 6 o'clock, so almost 3.5 hours. And we are gonna be doing a slaw to put on top of that. It's gonna be a smoked slaw. We're gonna have different layers of flavor as it absorbs some of that smoke. It's a really simple recipe. Let's get started. So that's okay, don't cancel. Blue smoked slaw is really simple, and with barbecue traditionalists out there, when they're making a pulled pork sandwich, whether it's from the butt or the picnic roast, they like to put slaw on top of it. This recipe is an inspiration from a buddy of mine named Chef Eric Gephardt, and I just want to show you these ingredients and kind of explain the history of it, and then we'll throw it on the grill. So blue smoked slaw is just like any other coleslaw. You have cabbage, but we're going to be adding a few different ingredients. I have some blackened seasoning, some minced garlic, and we have some oil. What we're going to do is we're going to come in here real quick. Let me show you. We're going to take out a lot of this fibrous part of this cabbage where you are able to use that a lot. We're going to build a cavity. We're going to make a little bit of a garlic paste kind of and dip it in there, and then we're going to sit this on the grill, let it absorb some of that smoke, and it'll have about 3 or 4 layers of flavor as we go along. So let me show you how to dive in and dig into that cavity. Now we got a really sharp knife, which any chef should use. I'm not a chef, but you got to be careful with these. And we're going to show you how to dig in this cavity here. So all we're really going to do is we're going to cut in kind of like a little square right around here, just like this. And then we should be able to pop this off. Next, we're going to take our knife and kind of dig in just a little bit so that our paste that we're about to make can seep through some of the leaves, and we have those different layers. Excellent. So now we have our oil. We're going to pour some of that in. We have our blackened seasoning, and we're going to kind of get a lot of that going in there because the seasoning is wonderful with this. And next we have our minced garlic. And you can mince this up yourself, or you can buy the store brand kind like I did. So we want to get a lot in there, and when I say a lot, get a lot. You want to mix this all together so you get a nice good consistency throughout. Next, we're going to take the cabbage that we've cavitied out here, and we're going to take some of this mixture, and you see how kind of we have a paste, squeeze it a little bit, and we're going to stick it right in there like so. And we're just going to fill that cavity kind of all the way to the top to make sure that we get some good flavoring throughout this slaw. I've mixed it together. We've got our good paste consistency. We have some of that oil. And so now we're going to take this and we're going to put it outside on the Akorn that's already been going for about 3.5 hours. And we're going to let it sit next to that picnic pork roast. Let's go check that out. So we're outside. You can see that the smoke is kind of rolling. Let's check out this picnic roast, see how it's looking too. And we want to thank Cheshire Farms Heritage Pork for this beautifully made piece of pork. And we have our coleslaw here. So what we're going to do is kind of set it up here. Come over here. Get some action here just so you can see how we're going to set it up here. And we're just going to kind of leave it just like that. And we have some cherry wood in here, and we're just going to let it absorb smoke for the next few hours. The cabbage has been cooking for about 2.5 hours now, and let's take a look. Let's get in close and take a look and see how it's absorbed some of that smoke. It's kind of gained some of that caramelization. Look at this. We see that the outside leaf is so tender. You got the garlic that's picked up some of the smoke. What we're gonna do now is we are going to take this off of the grill and we're gonna cut into it, chop it up, and I'm gonna show you how to do that next. The beautiful cabbage here it's great. As you can see, it has this nice amber color now, and just peeling back any of these leaves, it's extremely tender. And if you can see here, there's a lot of moisture. The steam is coming off of it. So I'm going to take my knife, I'm gonna cut it in half, and I wanna show you this kind of beautiful mosaic of flavor that we have going on here. You can see that this garlic and the juices and the oil have come through the cabbage itself and absorbed in different layers. So what I'm going to do is chop this up really finely, and we're gonna set it aside. I've already made the dressing, which is just a simple southern dressing of Duke's mayo, some sugar, some cider vinegar, lemon juice, salt and pepper, and that's it. And we're gonna mix that in, but we don't wanna mix it yet because the pork is still cooking, so we don't want it to get all gooey and, you know, soggy. So let's get some video of me chopping this up, and then we'll take a look at it again. When I am making this slaw, I like to cut it into just different parts because it's already so moist and everything. We just want to get some nice even cuts throughout, and we want to make sure that we get it just really thin. So it's gonna take a little bit because you can see there's a lot of moisture in there. So we're just gonna keep cutting through, and we'll get it nice and thin and have some beautiful looking slaw here in just a little bit. So we've chopped it up pretty finely, as fine as we can get it. So now we're just gonna take it and we're gonna put it in this pan here, and we're gonna let it cool. And this is looking so good. Mosaic of deliciousness with color, flavor, smoke, everything. And once this is cooled down, and the pork is ready, we're gonna add the dressing to it, and you're gonna taste and see some amazing smoked slaw. So we've just pulled off our pork here, the picnic roast that we had going, the Heritage Farm Cheshire pork that's beautiful. And what we're gonna do now is we have our coleslaw and our dressing, and we are gonna mix this together. Yeah, get it nice and close there. You're gonna see how this we're just gonna mix it together like this. We have this really nice, tasty coleslaw that's been smoked for 2.5 to 3 hours. And now we're gonna put it on our pulled pork sandwich. So that's it. We did it. Smoked slaw on top of pulled pork. It's a beautiful thing. We had a wonderful mosaic of flavor as we dug into that slaw, and as we added the dressing with it, and as we topped it on top of that pork that had cooked for over 8 hours. Oh, it was so good. I can't wait to share my next recipe with you guys. Make sure you share this one. Put some comments in below. I love to answer any questions you guys have. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll see you next time.